It probably
They're
won't
probably
take
thinking,
long.
nah, he late. Here we go.
All
Oh,
right.
oh yeah.
I
Okay.
see the red light, John.
Huh?
I said, I see the red light in the corner.
Now
Yeah.
we just wait for people to drop in and see what's going on.
Hey, damn it! Where all y'all at?
Hey, I just got a notification from Facebook that Lance is live.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh heck, here we are.
Hey, Lance, I didn't know you was live, bro.
Yeah. What's up, Danny?
Hey, they're all baited up. Give me a second, man. I want to sling some rods out tonight. I fished 3 hours a day and skunk, and we don't go home like that, man. We got to try to do better. Hey, you know
Yeah, I
me.
knew you wasn't leaving that bank.
I'm gonna fish to the last second. I will fight a skunk to the death.
As long as you don't smell
No.
like one, we're all good.
Well, he might.
Right?
He might.
You might, you never know. I caught one in a trap one time when I was about 13, 14 years old. You talking about a mess. I ruined a good jacket. it,
I
it
could
never did
imagine.
wash off.
I could imagine you did.
Lance, you said you was making boilies all day, huh?
Yeah, I'm
What
making boilies.
what what flavors did you make?
Right now it's just like a banana cream. I
Yeah.
smashed up 2 bananas and put some flour. I put what else? Banana cream in there, the pudding.
Well, it sounds like you make a dessert. How do you eat them?
Are you? Then I put a couple other things like bait fuel in there and stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. After the live, I gotta go. I gotta make some. I gotta boil them up and stuff. But that's it.
Are you going to put the little holes in them, or are you just going to use a bait needle after they're done?
I'm gonna use a bait needle after they're done. As I use
Okay.
them, I'll just use the bait
Yeah,
needle.
I'd never used them. I just seen them, on TV and stuff. I've seen guys use them, but I've never used them.
Man, those bait needles are sharp. I actually stabbed my finger with one. But ain't the river cat tackle hook stabbing my finger? It's the bait needle.
I heard that.
Dump the hooks out of the pack. You got less chances of getting stabbed.
I don't know. I'll never stop that, man. I'll always stick my finger in that bag. Oh, look, sharp point.
I bet I stuck myself 2 or 3 times today just cleaning out my truck, man. I pulled out today and started like getting all the fish and stuff out of it, and every time I'd reach under a seat or somewhere, I had
Yeah.
an old leader I'd cut off, throw it under there. I just kept sticking myself.
Yeah, that stuff, man, is. Those hooks are
John,
sharp. I can say that.
yeah, for sure. John, did you get fish today?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Hell no, I rested my old bones all day, all weekend, to be honest.
I got you.
I'm,
So what's been going on today, fellas?
I'm trying to figure out how to pull Chad up on this thing, and I don't want to screw nothing up.
Hey, at least you got it down. You're not picking yourself up.
Man, look at the crowd you're working with right now, the group you're working with.
I understand,
I'm
Danny.
just not worried about screwing things up.
It
I don't know if I'm
seems
worried
like
about screwing things up at this point.
That's right.
no,
What's up, Chris Everett?
I ain't fooling with it.
So we live tonight on
I go to
River Cat
school where I
Tackle
live.
on Facebook. We live on Twitch.
Heck yeah.
Wait a minute, I got some coming up here. Chris Everett.
What's up, Chris Everett? We got Facebook users that sharpest hooks on the market on the planet.
I have no idea.
I don't know who that is because all this says is Facebook user.
Oh.
So tonight we just gonna hang out, talk,
Let me see something here.
Talk about bank fishing since Danny on the bank.
Yeah, I'll have to get the lights fired up here in a little bit. It's getting dark pretty quick, but we're prepared. We'll be all right.
Danny, I come in there. What was it yesterday when you was live? When you and Stacia was out, I seen y'all's fishing down there below the wing dike. Is that where you at
Dude.
today?
I went there. I spent 3 hours there this afternoon. I had one takedown, and I had the rod way down. My Mad Catch rod. It was way down there behind me. And,
Yeah.
I couldn't get to it in time. But
I'll be.
dude, man, I mean, have you been down there and really scanned that yet?
Yeah, I was down there a little while ago when the water was still low, about a month ago.
Man, about 50 yards downstream at the center of that wing dam, that is freaking deep.
Yeah. Well, when the water's up just a little bit, there's a break in it there at the end. I think it's
Yeah.
washed out like a little channel. It's about 50 foot deep right there.
Oh yeah, it's deep there. It surprised me. I don't remember it being that deep.
I took my boat down there here a while back and fished along the edge of that, and yeah, it's around 35 foot just right off the edge of that dam, and then it goes to 50 foot.
Well, Stacia hooked up on 3 good fish yesterday and
Well,
landed
Mike
2 of them.
Sampson.
But hers were right off the edge of the wing dam. I had her on that side, and she was
Mhm.
throwing right off the edge of the wing dam, and I was downstream throwing out in a deeper hole. Every fish that we got came off the edge of that wing dam. They weren't out there in that deep hole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we got Fern Estrada watching on Facebook. Randy Bible.
We got Mike Sampson watching on Facebook. I got a notification. He said my name. So Danny.
you get,
Oh, he gone. He went up to get the generator probably.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
What hooks are you using tonight?
Man, you know what hooks I got on there. On that big long 13-foot rod down there, I've got the 10-aught River Cats tackle hook on there. On that, let's see, I think on the Mad Cats Bolt and the Mad Cats Panther, I've got the Crimson Red hooks. And on Uncle Lou rod, I think I have the 10-aught on it. And the purple Uncle Lou, maybe a 10-aught on that one. I've got it switched up between the Crimson and the 10-aught. But now I'm getting older. I can't remember which rods I put them on. But I can probably share one of those hooks or River Cats tackle hooks on all 5 of those rods. There's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5.
Danny, I was going to bring that up and say, it seems like we're the oldest ones in this bunch at the moment.
Well, I think I'm the oldest one in the bunch at the moment.
Well, actually, we got one more. He just ain't made it in here. We got Ron Powell over there. He's the oldest.
Now, how old's he?
64.
Oh, yeah, he got me beat. Thank God.
Hey, you was worried, Danny. You didn't have to be worried, man.
I watched old Ron out fishing yesterday. Boy, he was tearing up some skipjack, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I watched him for a good while. He was on him.
Yep, he was doing it.
There's over at Pickwick, wasn't he?
He was either at Wilson or Wheeler.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like they was having a good time.
Oh, he was having fun.
Oh yeah, Ron had his sunglasses on, looking like a professional
Oh,
fisherman.
yeah,
Right?
he had it going now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
boy.
big old Jerry Parker put a couple fish on the bank last night. There wasn't a whole lot of fish, but we got a few.
Yeah. Jerry, what
Well,
he
one of
what he
them the
land?
jury caught.
71
One of
pounder?
the jury caught was a
Yep.
whole lot of fish, but
Jerry caught a
well,
whole
that
lot
one
of
fish
fish.
was a
with
whole lot
one
of fish.
package.
Man,
That's what it
I
was.
wish
Jerry
I
got
could
a
catch
lot.
a fish like that from the bank.
But there was a couple things that were funny last night because they said Jerry Parker took off running and said, "Where'd Jerry go?" I said, "Don't worry, he'll be back in a minute, and I guarantee he's gonna holler I got a 70-pounder." And he come back and guess what? 70-pounder. I said, "Man, I called that one." And Josh Dunnigan, I got there right off the bat, man. I was sitting in a basement forever, and they didn't see me. And finally, I looked up, and one of my rods went down, and it was on that crimson red hook, man. And rod went down, and I ran over there and grabbed the rod. And I thought, man, they got me in the basement. They're not gonna see this. And he just happened to click on me when I was setting the hook and reeling that rod in. And
Good deal.
got that rod in and showed him, said, Parker, you recognize that hook? And he was like, I sure do. But Dunnigan, he said, man, I need a flathead. I said, give me a minute. Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to use them.
Tonight, and we got blue cats and we got channel cats. We need a flathead. I said, give me a minute. I'll be right with you.
Yeah. Then he caught a yellow. He caught it.
Man, that was the prettiest colored yellow cat I've seen in a while too. That thing was gold, man.
He was pretty.
Yeah. It would have been prettier in the foil.
I don't eat those things, man. The only part of the flathead I like is the belly meat, and I'm not going to kill a fish just for its belly.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't kept a flathead in a long time.
Yeah.
Me either. I usually just keep a blue.
There.
Chris Evers said, Jerry, just put out the video on that fish.
Cool.
Here comes another 2 million views.
I know, right? Shoot, he's up to 2.5. He's over 2.5 million now.
Yeah. I've been looking, man. It's going up. He deserves it though. He banked.
Yeah, that one still got a little traction.
He put in a fishing from the bank and putting these monsters on the bank, man. I mean, he does put his time in.
That's true.
Well, the biggest thing I've caught in the last few months has just been a 39 pounder. I'm like, man, this is getting old quick.
At least you're catching, man.
Yeah. Parker keeps pulling in 50, 60, 70, 56. I said, man, I got 39. He goes, who cares?
Yeah. Parker be like, I can't remember when the last time I caught one like that.
Right. Well, in fairness, Jerry has some amazing waters up there where he's at. He's in just a really, really good stretch of water, and he goes above and beyond, man. When he goes fishing, he don't go nowhere easy. He goes where nobody else fish. Most other people can't get to. He's like a dang billy goat. He'll hike along them rocks and stuff, get where nobody else can. So I mean, you can't take that away from him for sure. He puts in the time and the effort.
That's the way I see it. If it's easy to get to, it's being fished heavy.
Yeah.
But if it's a hard spot to go to, you got a good chance of getting something good out of it because ain't nobody gonna fight to do it.
Right.
They ain't gonna
How
work.
is Jerry doing today? I know.
I hadn't heard from him.
I heard he took a spill last night on the rocks.
Yeah, he did. He's pretty tore up. Man, he fell at the top of the rocks and rolled all the way back down to the bottom. He's beat up pretty good, but man, Jerry is a tough old bird. Man, I've seen him go to work with cracked ribs and everything else. You're not going to stop that guy.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I've been in the same boat.
He went to Mendota, what was it, year before last. When we got up there, the night before, his wife had him in the hospital because he had kidney stones. And they drove all the way to Mendota, jumped in the boat with me. He came straight from the hospital and come up there to the camp, jumped the boat with me, and I'm zipping across there, and the boat's doing this. I look over, and he's just like, oh, man, crap, I forgot, man, so I eased it off. But I was beating him to death with them kidney stones. But he fished all week, nursing them kidney stones, man. He's a tough son, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we might have a fish on. I think Danny got a fish on.
Look like it. Let's see.
I seen him running. I seen him
There
pulling.
it goes. Fish on Danny.
Come on, Danny. No skunk.
Yeah, he got him on.
I see Mike Greenwell is on Facebook. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike, what's up, brother?
How you doing, Mike? Thanks for watching, buddy. Well, look at that. Good. Danny Stone catches a fish on my live. 2 years ago, I caught that 20-pound channel on Danny's live.
That's
right
right.
at the end.
I think I was watching that one, Lance, when you caught that one.
Man, that thing surprised
good
me. I
fish.
caught that on a moonfish piece.
Yeah.
Just about a 2-inch moonfish that the only piece I had, because I threw that bag away because it was smelling. I was like, at the end of the night, wasn't catching nothing.
Yeah.
All right, boys, I got
About
to
a
pull a
half
Jerry
an
Parker
hour.
and climb down this cliff. I'll be right back with a catfish.
Right after I threw, well, just before, like an hour before we was gonna leave.
Yeah.
I told Audra, man, I'm gonna go get me a piece of that moonfish I threw the Ziploc bag in the trash. He's
Yeah.
like, okay. Went back half an hour later, 1 o'clock, man. We're cleaning up. Audra's in the car, and that's when the rod went down. My Uncle Lou rod was in my hand. I threw it on the ground, stepped all over it. 20-pound channel in 3-foot water, man. That was insane.
Oh, you dang right. That's a fight now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great channel cat.
Hey,
Hopefully
look at
next
that
year
white
make
hook
it back
right there.
down there.
That's a flathead, dude.
Yep, another flatty.
Yep.
Hey, look at that red hook poking out of his jaw. I need to turn some lights on, don't I?
Well, you
I need
kind of
some
see.
lights on, don't
Oh
I?
yeah.
That's a beautiful looking, man. That's almost identical to what I got last night. I'm gonna get a quick weight on him throwing back. I'll be right back with y'all.
Yep. Oh, Danny, putting those flatheads on the bank 2 days in a row.
I got
that
on the
red
river
hook was
yesterday.
pretty deep.
Water was about 63 degrees. I figure them old flatheads is feeding pretty heavy right now, getting ready for winter. Won't be long.
yeah.
They'll be shutting down.
Yeah.
They be going to
Well,
sleep.
middle of next month, I'll be getting ready to hit the river again here in Sheboygan for some burbot.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all probably getting pretty cold up there by now. Your water temperature is probably what, in the 50s?
Probably already.
Yeah.
If not, low 60s.
That ain't no monster. 9.48.
Hey, it's a fish. Skunk is off the
I'm
bank.
out to get some lights on. You guys can't even see that flathead, can you?
Yeah,
we can
can
see
him.
him.
Well, I'm gonna get him loose. We'll get some lights on after I turn him loose.
Yep. Yeah. Next month, that's when I'm gonna start using the red hooks. I'm gonna throw some big bait. I'm gonna throw some big bait during the winter.
Now, what'd you catch that big burbot on last year, that 10-pounder?
That's a 3-aught river cat tackle hook.
Okay.
Caught him on half a sucker.
Really?
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, what's up, Johnny? We got Johnny in chat.
Yeah, catfish junkie.
Hey,
gonna
Johnny, what's up, man?
This year we're gonna throw some big suckers out on that 8-aught red hook, that crimson
Nice.
hook.
Me and Stephanie use a lot of them, the River Cat Tackle 2-aughts. We got that little conservation lake south of us. It's plumb full of them little channel cats, and me and her, my dad and his wife, my brother and them, we all go down there pretty regular and catch a bunch of them little channels and have fish fries, you know. There's just so many of them. And them little 2-aughts are perfect for them small channel cats, man.
Yeah. I like the 2-aughts and the 3-aught for the salmon. I actually caught that 17-pound salmon I caught this year during the run. That was on the 2 or 3-aught.
Is that right?
Yeah. I like them because I can put like 2 or 3 spawn sacks on there.
They are.
Right.
They seem to be multi-species hooks.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey,
I was,
Parker, how you doing,
I was
buddy?
using all 6 and I think I was using all 6 and 7/0 at Mendota last year, and that's
Yeah.
where I caught that big like 40-inch pike. Was on
Yeah.
like a 6/0 river cat tackle, all in walleye. Shoot a smallmouth, largemouth. We caught about every species in that lake, I think, except the sturgeon. Jerry got on some nice smallmouth, and I think he caught him some pike up there with me last year too. No, we didn't catch any yellow perch, Lance. I'm gonna have to get you to show me how to catch them perch, man. I hear them is excellent eating. I ain't never eaten no perch.
Yeah. They are, man. They are, they're very good.
They hang out in the
I
deeper
think-
water though, don't they?
Yeah. You can catch them off the piers here, I heard. I've never tried. I've never tried. You can, the limit now is 5. Because they got
Really?
overfished back in the day, man. Like, the old timers up here, they told me about back when they were kids and stuff, because they're in their 80s and 70s and
Yeah.
80s. When they were kids, the limit was 50.
Oh well.
But now they drop. You're lucky if you can catch 3.
Mm.
Like Guerrero, I think he knows where to go to catch them.
Okay.
He'll get like 2 or 3. But 2 or 3, man, you're catching 12 to 14 inches.
Yeah,
So
that's enough for a meal right there.
size. What's up, Brandon?
That's better, Danny. We can see a little bit now.
Parker, if you're up to it, buddy, you can come up. You too, Johnny.
Yeah, the link's in the group chat, man. Y'all pop in for a minute.
I
Say what's
dropped it
up.
in. I dropped it in chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to look twice because it dropped in chat twice. Well, I learned now because I'm streaming on Twitch too. It dropped with my Twitch ID,
Oh, okay.
and it dropped with the regular from YouTube.
Y'all be twitching, stitching, and snitching, and
Lance, you ever had much luck with Twitch? There for the longest, every time I'd go live, I'd be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. And I don't know, I got some views on Twitch, but I don't know. I never messed with it a whole lot.
It's the first time I just remembered I had Twitch. I was telling John that earlier when he called, when we was talking this morning.
Yeah.
But that's the first time I'm going live on Twitch.
Okay. I don't mess with Twitter too much anymore either. Elon Musk bought it and renamed it, and I couldn't remember how to I had to re-log in. I can't remember my login stuff, so I just don't go on there no more.
But yeah, man, it's
I got about another 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to go. Stephanie gets off work. She gonna come pick me up. We got to go have supper. Her friend's working in town for the next
Right.
week, so we got to meet up with her, and we're gonna go eat some Mexican, I guess.
oh man, you should have went to Boudreaux.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, it's a little far away though.
Broussard.
Broussard's. That's about an hour and 15 minutes from here. So we're just gonna run up to Dexter. It's about 15 minutes. Hey, I did get on Billy Boudin's website though. I found me a bunch of stuff.
I told you.
Hmm. Yeah, you gonna cost me a fortune, John. Everything on there to look good. I'm gonna order everything you got. that crawdad.
I turned Lance onto it too.
yep. Next payday, I'm gonna order some stuff.
Same here.
I've been
What do you
looking.
call
and
them,
looking,
crawfish
man.
pies?
It's like,
Them crawfish pies look good. I'm gonna get a bunch of those.
Oh yeah, man, I love crawfish pie.
And then they got the boudin balls with pepper jack cheese in them.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Man, Richard, them flatheads are loving these little shad, man. They're eating them up.
They digging the shad, huh?
Yep, I got about 40 of these yesterday and about 50 of them today throwing the net.
Yeah.
I got a couple of spots I need to show you.
Man, I found a little hole I'll have to turn you on to up north of town here. It's full of great big ones, man. Don't nobody ever mess with it. I'm talking like 8-10 inch shad.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some nice size shad there.
That's it.
Well,
Shoot
these here
the
are
bite
running
on
this.
hook.
These are running this roadside ditches or field ditches, and I just walk along the bank, and you'll see them take off and try to outrun you the whole school, and you just kind of
Yeah.
dart out to the field and run ahead of them and wait for them to show up and then throw the net when they get there.
There you go. Head them off at the
I've been
pass.
cutting them off at the pass.
And the ambushing shad.
Yeah.
Got it.
As long as you don't fall in the water, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I was glad I finally got out yesterday. Found a spot I could get in on the river. I just wish the wind hadn't got up so bad. Man, it turned into a rodeo pretty quick out there. Wind was blowing 30, 35 upstream. Mercy. The whole river she was rough. But it felt good just to be out on the water again, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard, I'm just at that, that deep hole just downstream of the island, up from the boat
Yeah.
ramp. That's where I'm at.
I thought I seen that point there behind you. I thought that's where you was at. That's always been a
the
good
island-
flathead spot
I'm
for you,
facing-
hadn't it?
I'm facing downstream right now, and the island's behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you know
always
that
been a
big
good
drop-off
flathead spot,
cliff
huh?
is? Well, that big drop off sheer cliff, and when you catch a fish, you got to jump off it and run down there and get him. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Heck, this winter, Richard, you guys should try and come up here. I'll put you guys on some burbot.
Man, I'd love to. We've been talking about that for a couple of years. I
Yeah.
got so many places I want to go. I want to come up here and burbot fish with you. I want to salmon fish with you. I want to get down there and fish with John. I got a bunch of places I want to get to.
Like I say,
Yeah.
what you gotta do if you decide to come, you ain't got about a place to stay. We got
Well,
that.
Tim Ford.
Got to stock up on shad for the winter bite.
Yep. Well, I appreciate it, John. I'll probably wind up taking you up on that. I really want to come down there and meet up with y'all and do a little fishing.
Ain't a problem. Just show up.
Yes, sir.
We'll go fishing. We'll eat good. Gain a few pounds.
I'm good. I'm good at that last one. I'm real good at that last one.
Yeah, I sure am too.
I ain't feeding
Blaine,
you.
we'll have to
Buy
fly
your
you down there.
I'll buy his clothes. I ain't feeding that dude.
Come on, man. Last night I didn't eat much. I ate a triple cheeseburger from Wendy's and 2 large chilies. That was it.
That's all.
That was it, man. Not much.
Oh, you did. You went light, man. Yes, indeed. Where you hiding at, Danny?
I'm right back here behind that camera.
He waiting on that other fish now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, I fished for 3 hours this afternoon. Had a couple little bites, but nothing major. Didn't get hooked up. And I said, I do not like to go home skunk. And I said, man, I got to be there at 6 o'clock for Lance. And I thought, you know what? You can get to that other spot and be a little bit late. You'll be all right. Because I knew if I got here, that we was going to take the skunk off the board, man. We're just going to knock him off. The skunk was going to be gone today. All I had to do was get here and get one fish, and I was good.
But you got him. That's
Didn't
for
it
sure.
take about 5-6 minutes?
Yeah.
About that.
After 3 hours of fishing, all I do is come over here for 5 minutes. And okay, we're good. This Richard, this
What's
hole.
up, backwoods mindset?
You know how deep this hole was below the island.
You
Man,
see
Yeah,
this thing
yeah.
is filling in. It's filling in bad from all the silt coming out of that feeder creek.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
Parker got
it's
a
bad.
question for John and Richard.
What's up?
He said, he asked, so who would be Little Spoon, who or Big Spoon, Richard or John?
I think I got the height advantage on John. I figure I'm going to be Big Spoon. Just
He's
saying.
big spoon, I'm the little spoon, Lance is round spoon.
There you go.
And
Who was that
Danny's
asked that?
got it
Backwoods.
going
We trying. Backwoods said, those are some fine looking beards.
on.
Thank you.
We work on them a little bit. I gotta cut half of this garbage off, though. It got to go.
Oh boy, look at that rock going
It's just
down.
now.
Man.
Oh, take down.
Oh, get him. There it is.
He's stuck.
Yep.
There you
He's
go.
stuck.
That's Uncle Lou rod, ain't it?
It
Look
looks
like
like
it.
it. Oh, see a little head shake there.
Yeah, we coming here to have a little talk, and we got like Backwoods said, live action.
Exactly.
Hard to tell because that other one was on a long rod, but this looks like it might be a little better fish.
Yeah.
I've seen a little head shaking going on. He put a little bend in that Uncle Lou rod.
Yep. Man, you should have seen. I should have been live when that happened with that king salmon. When he
Oh,
hit
man,
that Uncle Lou rod, I had him in the
Mhm.
cat claws rod holder. What's up, Uncle Lou? Uncle Lou
Speaking
said,
of
"Good
devil."
Lord, spooning."
Lee, it ain't that far a trip for you. Come on, buddy. You can get in here with us.
Thanks for coming
It gets
in,
cold
guys.
up in Iowa. We'll keep you warm. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. It looked like it might be a little better fish.
Oh yeah. That's pretty much tonight. What I put in the description, just hanging out, talking fishing, and just so happenly Danny catches 2 fish on the line.
Think you got another one on over here. Got
Yep.
another one going on that other rod.
Get this one real quick.
Don't fall down them rocks, Danny.
He's okay. He done tore his pants already today, so he ain't got nothing to worry about.
He's toughened up from belly flopping on them rocks, man, last week.
Yeah, trying to save Black Betty.
Yep.
Well, right there. People seeing the sub, Dave Garchard. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
I gotta keep an eye on that blue magpie rock, because there's one after it too. He's pecking on it. He's fixing to go. And this one was on.
Uncle Lou said Cartersville has to be the hottest place on earth.
Oh, you got an instruction manual on how to get these hooks out of these fish?
What's up, Dale Hayslip? Thanks for coming in, buddy.
That's one of those. That's one of those deals. You figure it out, Danny. You'll figure it out if you go gentle with bringing it out. Sometimes they come right out, depending on where they hooked at.
Yeah.
That's a little better flathead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a
It's
good one.
dark.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
That's a beautiful one, man. Parker said it. The full bite is on. But like I put in the description, we just hanging out.
I'm going to say that one goes 17.
19.5.
He about 18.
You boys got big eyes. That thing's 14.54.
Well, he looked.
14 again.
He
Yeah,
had
it's
a belly on it, Danny.
14.54.
We got Mike Greenwell watching on the Facebook side. Dale Hayslip on the Facebook side. Oh no, he over here on YouTube.
I gotta grab my headlamp out of the truck. It's dark and scary down there.
Yeah, Uncle Lou, you talking about Caruthersville. That's actually where I was at yesterday. I put in there at Caruthersville. I think he said he fished there one time back in the day. And I think the skeeters like to carry him off, and it was about 110 degrees. He said it was the hottest place on earth.
I'd have to say you think twice about coming down here then.
Yeah. Well, he's an Iowa boy. He ain't used to all this hot mess. And you got to get down there where John's at. Whew, it's a whole different animal down there.
You come down here, you got to drink the air.
You know what we doing to stay warm? Finally, Audra finally gave in and she turned the heat on in the house.
Did she? I'm trying not to. I actually got my windows open today. It was almost 70 here today.
I ain't even going there.
Shoot, y'all probably still 75, 80 degrees down there, ain't you?
Right now, it's 80.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Uncle Luke said 110 degrees and 200% humidity.
Yep, that's what gets you, Lee. That dang humidity is rough.
Yeah. What's up, Dale? Thanks for coming in, buddy.
I'm gonna say we've been having some cool days come through, mid 80s and low 90s.
We was 42 the other morning here, so we've been having the mornings drop off in the 40s, and the days have been the 60s, might hit 70.
Backwood said he can see his breath in Ohio. What's up, Wabash, mate?
Well, thank goodness y'all got some cooler water coming your way, John. Like I said yesterday, I measured 63 degrees.
He just couldn't resist.
We're gonna be all right. We're gonna find out what happens.
What's up, Jerry?
Oh, what's
up, Jerry? What's going on, man?
Frying some hamburgers up and some French fries. And
hey, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Family stuff today.
How you feeling today, Parker?
I worked 12 hours, well, like 13 hours yesterday. Went out of the river on leaving last night. I took a head of some rocks and bounced all that rock. I am sore.
I bet.
Feeling it. Yeah.
But you landed a 71. It was worth it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, well, like 19. But then literally, like, twice, you know, done. Rob went down again. Had a counter on.
Yeah. I think you got some sketchy signal going on there, Jerry. You sound like Mr. Roboto.
I probably
Parker.
I don't think. Sir.
Dale said we got a freeze warning in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio tonight.
Really?
Yeah. Last week, man, we had our first frost.
Oh, what?
How big?
You had a frost.
Yeah. First frost warning. First frost of the year.
We'll get that probably around the middle of December or the end of January.
Man, I'm just hoping the snow stays away till January.
Look, when Fern and all the rest of the guys came down last year, December the 2nd, it was 86 degrees.
There you go.
Yeah,
It wasn't no white Christmas, was it?
not at all. It was a foggy day, but
Mm.
Oh man, I've seen many a times being in working in Louisiana for those 3 years. We've seen the fog was so bad, you put your hand out in front of you, you couldn't even see your dang hand.
like I say, I got a 25 pontoon, and we was easing down river to some more spots, and Dwight Reedshaw was sitting on point, and I couldn't see him.
Well, Jerry, I'd say you look better, but I mean your signal's better anyway.
Yeah, just restarted and everything, so I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts, you know.
Hey,
Usually
sound
I
better.
have to sit out in the yard to get my signal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Uncle Lou, it's starting to get cold here too. Today was nice though.
man, y'all gonna leave that cold alone and just stop mentioning that. It's gonna be another month or two before I get any cold weather.
Hey,
Well,
was Uncle Lou in here a
it
minute
was
ago to see
supposed
that Uncle Lou Rod put that whooping on that flathead?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, he
he
seen it.
was in here.
Yeah, that orange Uncle Lou Rod put a whooping on him.
I can say Uncle Lou Rod is King Salmon certified, that's for sure.
Well, they're supposed to get down to 30s here this week, but now they moved it to where it's only get down like 40s or 50s. So I'm thinking Friday night, I'm going to do some night fishing again next Friday night.
There you go.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, next Friday night will probably be my last night of night fishing. Depending on how cold it gets and how soon.
well, then it's time to switch gears to start
Yep.
watching your boat.
That's it.
But I tell
Start
you
getting
what,
on them back straps.
I'll watch you hunt, Parker, and I'll keep fishing.
Uh-huh.
There ain't many days I don't get to fish. It's the weather don't get me that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst I've had to fish in was 32.
Yeah, come up here during the winter, John. I'll put you on some bourbon and
Yeah.
negative 20.
Ain't happening. Ain't happening.
Well,
You know how a lot of them say they ain't built for the heat down here. I ain't built for the white stuff.
yeah, we did several river rat shows, and we had some single digit days on some of our river rat shows.
What's up,
we did
922?
last year.
Sure enough, it was days it was in the 20s and wind blowing. It was in the teens and single digits. I was worried about water freezing up in my motor, man.
Dale
We had
said
some
next
fire
week
days,
he'll be
though,
in the
too.
tree stand. Yeah, I gotta get back into that hunting, man.
Yeah,
The
you're
nice
in some
thing is,
dang good. Yeah, you got some big old deer up here in your area, man.
oh yeah, I know. I've seen them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I first moved up here, we went for a drive, and where we was a lot of horse ranches.
Mhm.
Well, something ran out in front of the car. I was like, well, somebody's horse must be loose. My wife was like, that was a deer. Like, what? Man, that thing was at
You
least.
probably asked Jerry. He's probably seen them too, man. They is some monster. I mean, Pope and Young's come out of Wisconsin. There's some big bodied, big heavy rack
Oh,
deer
yeah.
come out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some real nice ones here.
Yeah.
And see,
You ready?
Around
Yeah.
Buffalo County,
Yes, sir.
Wisconsin.
Hey, Danny,
Yeah.
go around here where people can see you, man. I gotta ask you something.
What are you gonna ask me?
I'd like first thing I'd like to ask you is what do you think about the product?
Hang on a second. Let me flip my camera around here because I
Yeah?
want. I'll give you an honest answer to your face. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Well, crap. I don't know how to flip my camera around. I'm gonna jump on the other side. How about that? I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but I'm gonna be around here.
Okay.
Am I lined up? Hold on.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, it looks good.
Right there.
Yeah, we
That's
see you.
really bright, man. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm being interrogated here.
Nah, yeah. I just got a few questions for you. What do you think about the product?
Man, proof's in the pudding, man. Do you see them 2 rods go down a while ago? All I had to do was pick them up and reel in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Had 2 flathead on the board in just a few minutes. It wasn't no little
just
park
ask-
around, rod bent over, you pick it up, you reel the fish in. How good is that?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But you know what do you think about the people themselves?
Oh man, you got a good bunch there. Some of them are crazy as hell, but you know,
Yeah,
you know, that's
Danny,
hey, I'm the pot calling the kettle black here.
I'm just kidding. But now let me ask you this question, Danny. How would you feel about being pro staff for River Cats Tackle?
Man, that'd be an absolute honor, man. I'd be tickled to death.
Well, guess what, Danny?
Yeah.
You're pro staff for River Cats Tackle.
Well, thank you, man, John. Golly, dude, appreciate it.
Welcome to the family, man.
Congratulations, Danny.
Okay, this night turned out great. I went from skunking to getting 2 flatheads to having a great night, becoming pro staff for River Cats. Man, I can go home happy right now. I can just shut this off and leave.
Now, there's one other thing. Hey, Parker. I ain't the only ugly
Yeah.
one now.
I'm gonna get behind the camera now.
Glad to have you, Danny.
Well, I think John's master plan. I think he wanted to do a river rat sweep.
There you go.
He wanted all the river rats.
You got him.
It's like this, though, Jerry. I mean, why not? Y'all good group of guys, man. Y'all good people. And the only way to make things work is to have good people behind you. That's it.
Yep, 100%.
But there's
Well,
one
I mean-
man y'all really need to thank, though, and that's Fishing and Freedom, Richard Cluck.
Yeah. I don't need no
Appreciate
thanks.
it, Richard.
He stuck with it.
Yes, sir. You make it easy, John. You're a great bunch of people, great company, great product. You make you feel right at home, so it ain't hard to, you know.
Well, I mean, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Phone should be answered when it rings. Messages, text, whatever, it should be answered. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
922 said Misfit staff is complete, and that man is a compliment. Congrats, Danny.
Well, hey, fellas,
Yeah, thank
Stephanie's
you.
on her way home. She gonna be here any minute, and I'm gonna have to go. Danny, welcome aboard. Congratulations, brother. And
Thank you, Richard.
Mr. John, Lance, Jared, good to hang out with you guys. And
Yeah.
I'll be talking to you very soon. Y'all have a great night and God bless. Now,
You too.
All right. Have a good night, Richard.
You too, bro.
yes, sir. See you later.
Good night, brother.
Yeah, Danny.
Whoa,
Welcome.
man,
I'm getting ready to.
I'm borderline speechless.
welcome
right
aboard,
now. That
Danny.
doesn't happen often.
I'm
That
getting
was a
ready to
nice
pop
fish
off
you
here,
got
and I'm
last night, Jerry.
thank you very much. It was kind of I don't know, it was kind of a spot. I was fortunate to get that fish because he got himself buried up and under a big ledge. But he hit so hard, even when I reeled down, I had one of 12-hour River Cat tackle circles, and that thing was Joe. It was Joe so far back up in his cheek pocket. There's no way he was getting off unless he broke the line. You know.
Ah, dang.
I was just happy I got to be on live stream and share it with everybody, you know.
Yeah.
With John, Danny, Lance, I'm getting ready to pop on. I'm getting ready to stuff my face to the burger. And I'll be watching Y'all,
All
God
right.
bless. Good night, man.
You too,
All
brother.
right, we'll see you, Jerry.
Have a good night, Jerry. Well, Danny, you got 2 flatheads, you pro staff. Now you're flying on cloud 9.
There you go, buddy. And, hey, and I got 2 rods and something's tickling on them right now. So this night's just getting better and better. But you know what? Hey, I'm in such a good mood right now. I'm about tempted to go over there and reel them rods up, take it away from that fish so he don't get poked with that sharp hook and head on home. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to do you a favor, buddy, because you don't want none of that hook. It's going to poke a hole in your lip.
922 said, Danny speechless. Temp just dropped 10 degrees.
Hey, it don't last long, though. Me speechless is temporary, I promise you. This I'll be momentarily stunned, but I recover quickly.
You know, I'm just glad you you're enjoying the fact of being part of the team, Danny. That's all.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You
Hey,
know,
on that thought, hold on. I got something pulled that Uncle Lou rod, and it just dropped slack all the way to the bank. Let me go check that situation out.
I see that.
We'll put him on solo.
He's picking to run out with it. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be them nasty old gar. They love to pick that bait up and run back toward the bank. They're bad about that.
They do it a little bit too much with them river cat tackle hooks, man. They'll get stuck and that hook will go right through that jaw.
There you go.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah, it's been done.
Well, you got them big old gar there, them nasty teeth. That's the one time that I'm saying, man, I hope this hook don't work. I don't want to deal with that thing. And you got it. It ain't like any other hook where you just cut them off and let them go. Man, that's a river
Right.
cast tackle hook. I'm getting that back. I said, no, I ain't cutting that line. I want that hook back.
That's what I'm talking
Yep.
about. You gotta
Yep,
have
that
it
means,
back.
it means me and that toothy critter got to have a fight.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Danny, but if he's big enough, he's going home and he will be in the fight.
What's up, Wannabe? Thanks for coming in, brother.
Anytime I mess with gar, I usually throw them on the smoker, and whenever I do that, I go prepared for it. I'll intentionally say, hey, you know what? I want to smoke a gar tomorrow, and I will go out and get one. But just to go out and catch a gar and say, you know what, I'm gonna take him home and smoke him. I don't do that because there's so much prep work and getting everything set up. It has to be something that I'm intentionally gonna do, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, smoke gar, man, I'll tear them up.
Yep, smoked gar. That's the only way I've eaten them. And that, man, they are delicious.
Well, you're gonna get to try something new when you come down here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, these little spotted gar and the long nosed gar and the short nosed gar, they ain't none of them near as good as an alligator gar. Alligator gar is the best one out of all of them.
Yeah, that's what we'd catch them all the time down in Texas on the Trinity River back in the day.
Oh yeah,
And,
they had some monsters down there, dude.
my biggest one I caught was a small one. It was 40 pounds.
Yeah, dude, they got gar in Trinity River that I mean, I'm telling you, that is a dinosaur. Period. It's a freaking dinosaur.
Yeah,
Yep, straight up.
but they fun to fight too. We used to have fun. But I would catch them and I'd bring them to this old man I knew. He had a smokehouse, and I told him I was catching a bunch of gar. He was like, Next one you catch, bring it to me. I'll smoke it. Like, all right. So I caught one. He was about 20 pounds. I brought it to him. He showed me how to clean them, and he threw it in the smokehouse for about 24 hours. And man, the next day went back. That was some good eating right there.
Yeah, I just take a big sharp cleaver or a big sharp butcher knife and start at that dorsal fin, the very back one, and chop under it and chop the
Yep.
back toward the head and cut them scales off. Just chop it with a cleaver, man. I mean, if you had a nice sharp machete, you could do it too, but cleaver is better. And then you just
Yeah.
peel that around them and cut that. It's almost like the back straps on a deer, man, that come out of there.
You know, there's an easier way to cut them, Danny.
How's that?
Pair of 10 snips.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how
We
that
just
old
chopped-
man did
we
it.
just chopped
He
up
used
their
10
back
snip.
and cut the scales.
Yep. But you can run straight up their back with a pair of 10 snips, and it does pretty good too.
Yeah. That's one thing I do miss eating is gar.
I miss it too, Lance.
You miss it too?
Yeah, I miss it too.
I don't think he misses it much.
like I miss crawfish and stuff too, Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah, rub it
You know,
in.
that's in my world, that's a meal fit for a king. If you got crawfish, smoked gar, boudin, and maybe even some frog legs on the side there. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can sit down with that and I'll eat everything you put in front of me.
We usually, when all these guys come over, Danny, we usually eat pretty good.
Yep.
You know, it's usually an assortment of gar, some alligator, some boudin balls,
Yep.
ball crawfish.
Man, boudin is one of my favorite all-time foods, man. That is in my top 3 of foods right there.
But I got a spot you can get it from. They'll ship it to you.
There you go. My son, he's a engineer at Fort Worth, Texas. Works for an engineering firm down there. And man, he ordered from some company in Louisiana. Man, it sent me some alligator tail, some crawfish etouffee, crawfish boudin, and just basically peeled crawfish tails. And he sent me a whole case of that. And man, I tell you what, I went in that stuff. I was about crying like a baby when I was eating it. It's so good.
I bet you. I'd be willing to
What's
bet
up,
he got
Eddie
it
Tree?
from Billy's.
I think it was. That he ordered it and they shipped it out. Man, I tell you what, it was good.
Billy's.
Yeah, you go to that site, Danny. You'll be ordering some too. I'll be
Oh,
doing that in a
absolutely.
couple of weeks.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, Danny, I'm glad to have you aboard, though, man.
Well, I'm glad to be there, buddy. I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely honored and appreciate it. And I'll do everything I can to make you proud, man. I'm gonna put these hooks in some fish's mouths and tear them up.
But
That's the fish, not the hooks.
Danny, it's like this.
You got that wannabe. You got that right.
Danny, it's like this. As long as you are who you are, can't get no better than that.
Well, I appreciate that.
It's about, don't get me wrong, Danny. It's about growing the company and helping the company and all this. But you know what? Becoming a brother of a group, that's more precious than anything.
Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say that in the back of my mind, it was kind of something I was thinking about and kind of hoping for. Because I knew when you snatched up my other 3 river rat brothers, I thought, man, I said, I'm kind of the oddball out in the crew now.
Yeah.
You know what's sad about it though? Become part of the River Cats Tackle crew, and be a river rat, and I'm still the freaking oddball.
But you know, Dan, it's like this, man. You gotta let the way I see it is you gotta let things take its course,
Yeah.
because when it takes its course, it comes out for the best on the other end.
Well, you know, it's just something I thought about, and I just put it in the back of my head. And I thought, you know what? If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If it don't, just be happy with the life you're given and have fun fishing, and you'll be all right. So, for you to do that tonight, man, is absolutely just floored me. Absolutely did, and I appreciate it. I really do.
Catfish Junkie say the only gar I smoke is a cigar. Boy, that Johnny's something, man.
Yeah. He just rubbing it in, ain't he?
Yeah, you know why?
Oh man,
I don't see how either one of them teams even scored.
me either.
But it was exciting on chat, that's for sure.
Yeah, that it was.
Yes, indeed. But yeah,
Oh
Danny,
yeah.
you hear the state, Danny. You ain't going nowhere unless you want to leave.
No, I appreciate it. I ain't going nowhere. When I get with something, I stick with it to the end. Just like I think I'm about the end of this fishing hole. I caught the only 2 fish in here. Now all I got left to go. I snatched them all out of here.
Hey, well, at least you got rid of that skunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There was 2 flatheads out there. I said, well, I'll just go ahead on and take them both and call it good. And I'll put them back for somebody else.
Yes, indeed.
Man. But all right.
So you got one on the red hook, and what was the second one on? The 10-aught?
That was on the red hook too.
Was it?
Both of those flatheads came on the 8-aught red hook.
It seems like things is going well with them. It might be getting close to time to let them out to the public.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, you are doing everybody a favor if you do. I just hooked 2 fish on them that quick, and you saw how that rod went down, and that hook popped through his jaw. And I wasn't kidding. On that second fish, I was having to struggle to get that thing out of him. I mean, it was in there and it wasn't coming out. I had to reach my finger in his mouth and curl it around and push down on the eye and pull up just to get that thing to pop out of there. That thing was dug in. So I mean, for an 8-aught hook, that's one of the best I've had my hands on. That's a great hook, man. Uh-oh. That over there didn't look like no gar. Come on now.
Get that last one on Dan.
I'm trying. They start pecking on it like that. That generally ain't no flathead. You see how that flatheads did, both of them. They just pulled down real slow and they kept it down.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you got one that bounces it, it's either a channel cat or a blue cat. And if it drops slack, don't even bother getting out of your chair. It's a gar. Now, if you see that line come back to the water, he's swimming to the bank. He's just carrying your bait around. You know, like he'll get tired of it and let it go in a minute.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But I usually do with him, Danny, when I start doing that, I just put a little bit of tension on him, and that gar spit it out.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't like anything pulling against them. You know, we got some gar down here, and there's times that they will bend that rod down, and man, you think that's a massive takedown from a catfish, and all of a sudden that rod will pop back up straight. It's because when he pulled it, because of how big he is, he put a bend on the rod. But once he felt that much pressure, they opened their mouth, just let it go.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, they like teasing you, that's for sure.
You're right about that. But if he teases too much, he gets ate.
Right? Like I say, I eat anything as long as it don't eat me first.
There you go.
I want to eat some. I want to eat some beaver.
No, man. Hey, dude, we used to take those things and put them on grill, cook them, and then put them then put them in a pressure cooker or a crock pot. And you put some barbecue sauce in there on that, man, you'll swear you're eating some of the best barbecued beef you've ever had in your life. Because we did it at a church social one time. We barbecued a beaver and took it in the crock pot, took it up there to the church social, and they got hamburger buns, and they was slapping that on that bun, and they was eating it, and they was talking about that was the best barbecued beef they ever had. I said, "That ain't no beef, that's a beaver." And they started all acting like they was getting sick. I said, "You had no problem with it when you thought it was beef. The minute you said beaver, they started spitting it out." It's all in their head, man. It's a psychological thing. Because they
Yep.
was sitting there talking about they couldn't believe how delicious that was. It was so good. But the minute you told them it wasn't what they thought it was no good no more. See, people are
Yeah.
crazy, man.
That they are.
Yeah.
You know, you got something and it tastes good and it's good for you. Those things don't eat nothing but roots and bark, stuff like that, whatever. They're vegetarians. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that meat's probably, I know probably, it absolutely is. That is cleaner than any cow meat you buy out of a grocery store. I promise you that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's for
Yeah, you
sure.
buy some ground meat from the store, you don't want to know what's in there. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Indeed. Well, I mean, while we on this live right here, I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. We can just figure the 1st of next month, the Crimson Reds will be available on the web store.
There you
Nice.
guys go.
Well, I'll tell you right now, people better get on them because if they don't, they're missing out. I
What's
caught
up, Guerrero?
that 17-pound blue cat and that 12-pound flathead. Both of them come on that Crimson Red last night. Then you got 2 flatheads today on it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it, Dan, is it's got a decent gap for an 8-aught hook.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is he
It
gonna
does.
go? Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? I think he's gonna go.
They went.
There he is.
He's hooked. Danny got another. That was a gar.
Yeah.
Either that or he's short bit. That's what was going on with Danny today, man. He was.
I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but we were just talking about them big alligator gar, how they take off like that. Look at them teeth marks in there where he ripped into that shad. He tore into that shad. That was a big old gar, man. And a smaller one, if they pull just a little bit, they'll let go. But you get them great big giant ones, man, they will pull that rod down, and as soon as you start putting pressure on them, they'll spit it out. But I guarantee you, that was a big old gar.
Yeah, the way he had that rod bent over.
Look, he gonna make that last throw, ain't he?
Yeah. Next thing you know, Danny it'll be about 10 o'clock at night. He'd be like, I'm headed home.
But yeah, like I say, we'll go ahead and make it known that they'll be out to the public on the store. 1st of next month.
All right, there you go, guys. Them Crimson Red 8-aughts. They got that wide gap. They'll be available next month. You heard that on the 1st.
Antoine,
bite?
he over
The
on
bite,
Facebook.
Danny's got two. He got two flatheads. What's up, Apache? Long time no see, man.
What's happening, Antoine? We sitting here watching Danny fish.
He sure fooled me though, man. The way he pulled that down, I thought we was on the game then.
Hey, Danny, 922 said, he goes, I think Danny put the hook on backwards.
I might have. No, you can feel them when they pull down like that. And you pick that rod up, and you can feel them running. And then when you pull back on it and start real on him, he'll just open that mouth and let it go. Because then that bony jaw in there is one of the hardest critters to hook that there is.
Well, they got Johnny. He out there working.
It's Catfish Junkie.
What is up, everybody?
What's up, brother?
Oh man, I think it's my Friday, so I'm over here trying to make some plans on getting on the water, and I think I came up with one.
Awesome.
Can't launch my boat at the ramp. I can take my John boat and go up the Yazoo River, or I can take the kayak, go across the Yazoo, drag it up on a bank, and walk to the peak where it goes out to the Mississippi and fish right there, and that's what I'm planning on doing.
I like that last plan.
I got to get some bait in the water, man. This no rain, river too low to launch a boat stuff is, I was gonna go to this small river, do the kayak thing, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not gonna catch anything, especially just having skipjack as bait and skipjack not being native to that river that I was gonna fish. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the Mississippi. Y'all see me on the news, something happened.
Yes, indeed. So you're gonna go down to the point where the Yazoo run. Where
yeah, but on the other side though. On the other side of the Yazoo.
You're gonna be on the north side or the south side?
North side.
Upriver.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good spot right there, though.
Oh yeah, I caught some good fish out of there.
Well, I tell you what, I'll throw a whole bunch of logs in the water now. If you fall in, they should float by you eventually. You just grab one of them.
That water. See, we launch into a river, a smaller river, and then drive out to the Mississippi. That's the way the ramp's set up. That river is barely moving to the Yazoo River, so I should be fine. I mean, I've been in my kayaking worse, so.
And besides, he ain't got to go that far with it.
No, right across the water, and then I'm gonna drag the kayak up there and walk the rest of the way. I wanted to take the John boat, but I'm worried about pulling up that John boat. I used to pull this John boat up banks, but I got a bigger motor on it now, and then plus I had that little back issue, so I'm trying to take it easy on the back.
Right.
But other than that, I gotta get some bait in the water. I've been trying to catch fish on the couch, and I ain't caught one yet.
That's all.
Man, I tell you, there's one guy on YouTube, John Euler. He goes, I'll show you fishing from the couch. He drugged the couch out to the dang riverbank. Sat there and fished on the couch.
Oh,
dude, they did a whole tournament based on that. And,
yep.
The guys that brought the couch down to the bank, and some of them got really crazy with it, man. They had end tables set up on it with lamps and everything. I mean, they got crazy with it. Because he said he was going to give a prize to the best couch and setup that anybody did. And they carried a couch down there, they carried end tables down there, put lamps on them, had a coffee table out in front of them. Man, they just got stupid with it.
Yep, I'm here at work right now, trying to come up with a plan. I think I came up with one. I'm gonna go not tomorrow, but Tuesday. I'm gonna go up there and spend a day in a lawn chair, just sitting there watching them barges go by, and hopefully them poles going down. I'm gonna try to work I'm gonna try to work on doing a YouTube, going out there, have a first video,
Yeah.
sort of, yeah. But soon this river goes up, I see a rise coming the first week of November where I can launch the boat, so I can get out there and get to some of the spots where I know the fish hang out. So
Right.
my time,
The way I seen on the forecast, Johnny, we're gonna get about 1.5 feet. We are. I don't know about
Yeah.
y'all.
I seen 0.7. I know 0.5 is my limit. I mean, I'm pulling the boat up on the trailer with a rope at that point. So 0.7, I can launch the boat. Just when I get back in, I had to tie a rope to the trailer and pull it up there till I get it up to the winch, and then winch it the rest of the way up. But I do got an extra prop, and that's because for some reason I go through a lot of those things.
Yeah. I wonder why.
0.5. Everybody else is not fishing it. They're waiting until it hits about 2 foot. But hey, you don't know unless you try it. And I know anything under 0.5 is, you're gonna get yourself in trouble out there. You're gonna smash your fish
Prop.
finder, transducer on the bottom, and all kind of stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay away from that.
Yeah, there's most of the boat ramps around here on the Mississippi up in this area. They can't get them. We do have one right here. It's probably about a mile, well, straight ahead. Where you see all those lights down there. Hang on here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see 'em.
all those lights. There's a boat ramp down there. That one there is still accessible. The main one down there, they've got closed. They're rebuilding it, and I can't believe they're actually spending the money on it. They're building a really nice one there now.
Oh, Danny, I don't know who had the bright idea over here at the Vicksburg ramp, but it was it was tore up, So what they did, they said, well, let's just put some rocks in the hose. Let's not repave over it. Well, these rocks washed down the ramp and went into the mud. So now when you ride, if you hit that bottom, you're hitting gravel too.
Yeah.
And you kind of tear. I got all kind of marks. My prop looks like one of them serrated knives.
Oh yeah. Dude, that rip wrap along the edge of the bank, I pull up there and it's like tick 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 tick. But I don't even run boat no more. I got 2 boats in the backyard. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. 12-foot job boat and a 12-foot semi V. But wait, I'm looking to maybe get rid of them eventually and just buy one nice boat.
Yeah. See, I went through a lot of boats. See, what I did is I had a fiberglass boat. I just went through them and seen which one fit comfortable with me. And then I came to the point where I knew I wanted a deep V boat because of the stable, being stable in that big water, big current. That deep V is real stable.
What's up, Bug Man?
I may be wrong. I may be wrong in my thinking, but a fiberglass boat on the Mississippi River has always just scared me to death, man.
Yeah.
Because you got some big old logs and trees floating down there, man. You hit one of them, it'll knock a hole in that thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That just the thought of that just terrified me.
Yep. The same here. I don't trust no fiberglass.
No. They said, well, they're easy to patch. I said, not when they're at the bottom of the river, they ain't.
I had one time, Danny. It was right at 35-foot cuddy cabin.
Yeah, for what I did to a body of a fiberglass golf cart, I kind of knew at that point that anything that's fiberglass, especially on the Mississippi River, is probably not safe.
Yeah, because the people don't know, man. You see some trees floating down here, big enough that you think you could build a house out of them. I mean, I'm talking whole trees floating down this river sometimes.
Yeah, see, I had a buddy who wanted to learn the river, so he come out there a couple times with me, and he thought he had it, so he went and got him a big boat. But we were out there one time, and he seen a little twig sticking up, and then way behind it, you seen a log. I told him, dude, that's not 2 separate things. That's one whole thing. That's the top of the tree, and the back is the roots. Well, I cruised up to it, got on over, and then that's exactly what it was. The large portion of the tree was barely underwater, but you can see the roots and like one of the branches, So I was like, okay, about a 20-foot.
back in February this year, me and Richard were, matter of fact, where I'm sitting right now, we were about 300 yards upstream on the other side of this island that I'm sitting by. And we were sitting there anchored up and come on now, Mad Cat. So you're going to quit messing with me. We were sitting there anchored up and we were facing off the back of the boat with our rods out. And all of a sudden, man, it felt like a Mack truck hit us. And we turned around and I tell you what, it scared the crap out of both of us. The biggest tree we ever seen, it rammed into the boat, was pushing us. And thank God we weren't anchored. We were on spot lock. And I ran to the front of the boat and started pushing the boat away from the tree, trying to get it off of us. And we like to never got off of that tree. That thing was shoving us toward the bank. It was about to crush that boat into them rocks.
Yeah, one of the scariest moments I had was having my anchor rope down and having not a tree, but it was a decent sized log hit that anchor rope, and it was pulling the rope so tight I couldn't unhook it. Luckily, I had a knife right next to me, and I cut the rope. You know, and then I was worried about it pulling the front of the boat down. So now,
man, a whole tree that'll sink a boat, man. If you're anchored up and that anchor's got a good lock on it, and the anchor ain't coming out. If the anchor ain't coming out, the tree's going to keep coming. Something's got to give.
Yeah, I keep a knife right next to my rope at all times now, just in case if that happens. I'm prepared. You know, I even practice sometimes. You know, I know I'm out there at night and someone sees me, they're going to probably call the mental hospital, but I practice that stuff, you know, so I can be prepared for it. You know, if this happens, I put myself in what if situations on the river for the simple fact, you know, it's something that I learned from work. I mean, we got a lot of safety things here where I work at, and I try to apply that to the river too, and it helps me out a lot. So
well, it's really smart because here's the thing: you can talk about you know what you're going to do, and you can have a plan in your head, but when it happens, if you haven't gone over it enough times, you will. Anybody, it's human nature. You're going to hit panic mode, and you're going to make a big mistake. It's something that you've thought about so many times, but whenever time comes for you to do it, and you're panicking and your heart's beating real fast and you're freaking out, man, you will just totally forget everything that you've been thinking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you something else you can do too, Johnny. I mean, in case of a have to hurry up and move because of a boat or anything like that, always keep an empty gallon jug in your boat.
Mm-hmm.
Tied to the end of your anchor rope.
Yep.
Throw it over and leave.
Hey, that's what you taught me that last time, and I had some peanut oil that I was frying fish, them big jugs, and I zip tie it to the line from now on, just in case I do have to get. I'll throw that if I know if I'm in a sketchy spot, which most of the fish are in the sketchy spots for some reason.
Sometimes you got to get on the edge with that boat traffic. And if you know your anchor's stuck hard and you ain't going to get it up easy, put that jug on it. And you see if the boat's coming and you know it's going to be too close, just untie the anchor, throw it overboard and leave.
See, I made a new I made an anchor that it has a double breakaway on it. It'll break the zip tie and then it'll break the weld that I put on it too.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I saw that happen for you once.
You seen that one, right? Hey, last December I was over there at John's and I'm like, man, I'm moving. We couldn't see nothing. Like the fog was so thick when it wasn't a barge, it was like a cruise ship coming down the river, and the fog was climbing up the bank. I'm like, what the hell is that? The cruise ship was pushing the fog up on the bank. So that's what that was. Well, I'm looking, I'm like, why am I moving? Well, the anchor that I had, the weld broke off it. And I didn't have no anchor. I ended up fishing with a rock that whole trip with a big old rock. And I still got the rock at the house. I use it to chalk my trailers when I unhook them now.
Johnny was like, nah, I ain't got no anchor. I said, Johnny, they got plenty of them over there on the bank. But I usually try to find the rock that weighs about 10 or 15 pounds and not 40.
Yeah, I told Jessica the next time if John moves one more spot, next time I pull up this rock, I said I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I've been pulling this thing up 60 times and it's probably about 40 pounds.
Yeah, Johnny had a rock that day, boy.
Man. That's crazy.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, Johnny, it's official. Danny is pro staff for River Cat Tackle.
Welcome aboard, Danny. I like your videos. I've been going through your YouTube. I'm new to YouTube. Just locked my name in a while back, and I'm gonna start doing the YouTube thing over to TikTok. I was explaining to somebody. I said TikTok is like the ghetto compared to YouTube, and some of the comments and stuff you get on there is just disheartening to be on
That's
there.
the
And
thing. I got a lot of friends that do TikTok. I have a TikTok channel. I don't do anything with it. I've got a few videos over there. I don't
Yeah,
go live
same
on
here.
it, none of that stuff. A lot of the guys do, and they handle it okay. But to me, when you got that many people in chat just flying by, and you don't really know them, you got no connection to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
On YouTube, man, I mean, I've got just like 1,237, I think, subscribers, and I couldn't name 1,237 people to you, but if you said one of them's name, I know who it is. Out of
Yeah.
out of all those people, I know each and every one of them. But if you go TikTok, man, you get people that you'll never know. You have no idea who they are. They say what they want to, do what they want, and man, it just gets out of hand to me.
Yeah,
Yep.
what I
You know,
noticed
it's
about
not
it,
it's not my cup of tea.
when I wake up, like I work late, so like around 1 o'clock in the morning, for some reason I get a lot of new followers, and when I look at the picture, or I go to their thing, I don't see nothing fishing. It seems like that they're not really there for the reason that I'm putting out, for the content that I'm putting out. I don't know if they're trying to
Right.
send me foot pictures or trying to get me to go to their
A lot of hookers.
OnlyFans, OnlyFans or something. I
It's
don't
the
know,
wrong kind of hookers, man. We're
And
walking
then the
about
bad-
fish hookers. These are hookers.
And then look at you'll get one, and you go to their thing. You're looking at their thing to see if they're involved with what you're doing, right? Well, TikTok
Yeah.
automatically thinks that's what you want to see. So for the next 2 days, that's all I get is videos of twerking and one
yeah.
video of fishing. Come on now.
Oh man.
Dude, I
Go
went
ahead.
back and, because I don't look at my TikTok channel. I may go weeks. And I'll go look at it and say, so-and-so's following you. And so-and-so. And I'll look and there'll be like, the 300, 400, 500 people that started following me. I look and I go, what in the heck is that?
Right.
Well, I learned how to keep my followers. Okay, I'll do 3 fishing videos and 1 twerking video, and it seems like it's the perfect happy medium to keep what you got.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So if you
Well,
go
I'm
on TikTok,
definitely gonna check out your YouTube channel, but after the twerking thing, I'm kind of leery of the TikTok.
yeah, Catfish Junkie 1 on TikTok. If you just scroll, just every twerk video, just go past it real quick.
Okay. Well, hey, honestly, I appreciate the heads up on that, brother.
Oh man.
Don't need no
It's-
surprises.
Hey, I keep it all in community guidelines, so you don't have nothing to worry about, sir.
There you go.
All right, fellas. We've been gone almost hour and a half. We're gonna go ahead and end it. We seen
Yeah,
Danny.
'cause I need to reel these up and get home anyway, Lance. I've been gone all day, and I think my wife made me some sausage, eggs, and toast this morning, and I ain't eaten nothing since 8 o'clock. I'm about ready to head home and get something to eat.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Well,
I'm gonna jump off here and continue making my boilies for my carp fishing, man.
I hate to tell you, Danny, but I had gumbo for supper.
Yeah. And you had biscuits this morning too. Yeah, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with him, video chat. He's like, "Here, guess what we're making tonight?" Miss Stephanie over there cutting up shrimp, and he got the can of crab meat. Like, really, man,
Man, that sounds
you just
good.
had to.
See, I know I'm getting out here now. You guys done made me really hungry.
All right, well, I'm finna jump off here, man. I appreciate y'all. We're still on. I can jump in for a minute, and y'all have a good
Yep.
night. All right.
All right, yeah, you too,
Be
bro.
safe. Be careful, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
And Danny, you be careful getting back up that hill, getting to that truck and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. Hey, the spot I'm at now, look at here. Hold on. All of you sit. There's my truck right there.
Well, I'll be dog.
No, we throw this crap in the bed of that truck and we are out of here. That's why I was racing to get to this spot. I said, if I gotta be here after dark, I want to be somewhere where I can get out of here real quick.
Yep. But
Everybody have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.
yeah,
We'll do
appreciate
it again
everybody coming
next
in
week.
and watching it. You know, it's another good show.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
That's what
Lance.
tonight.
Appreciate
That's
you,
what
brother.
tonight was about. Just coming in, hanging out with the brothers, man. That's what it's about.
Yep.
It's not about giving away stuff and all that to get followers. We come in here, we just hang out, talk fishing, watch Danny tonight catch 2 fish. And
Yeah, see, I ain't done no good all day long, and I get with you guys, and my good luck kicked up and just almost immediately.
well, Danny, we 1-1 now. You remember a couple of years ago I was on your live. I got my PB channel
You
cat.
got your PB channel cat, buddy. I remember that.
Yeah. So everybody have a good night. We'll see you guys around.
All right, y'all. Be
Bye,
safe.
everybody.